Okay, folks, obviously George Washington is somebody super important because he was known as the father of our country, right? And I told you that Elvis is going to somehow manifest on or around June 11th in Seattle after a catastrophic event or some kind of spectacular event. And it also involves the Space Needle. Okay, and I told you Seattle's in King County and Elvis was known as the King. And in this video, I'm going to show you why Washington and his name is so important. Okay, now listen, this is what the word Washington equals. Okay, this is the forward number, this is the backward. So when I say it equals the exact same thing, a different word, you understand that I'm saying all of these numbers are going to be the same. Okay, so for Washington, I'm going to show you a bunch of words that equal the exact same as Washington. Okay, let's get started. So look, I wrote below are the words that equal the exact same as Washington. Okay, so Washington equals the same as Pythagoras. And this dude was like a Greek philosopher and mathematician who was, really well respected in the numbers field. And okay, so the word Washington equals the same as Pythagoras. It equals the same as the serpent. The serpent equals Washington. I told you Elvis is the serpent because Elvis, in the show The Masked Singer, Elvis was underneath the serpent. Okay, I told you Elvis is the beast out of the sea. The tempter, Lucifer is the tempter. He's known as the tempter. The supreme, the present, because present is the same as the word serpent. It's an anagram. The Lord's Son, the born Son, enter double O Jew, or enter O Jew. That's what I'm trying to say. I just said double O, but it's enter O Jew. And O St. George's. Look at that. O St. George's. O June 9th. And June 9th, why that's important is because June 9th is 6-9, right? And the 69 is very important because it's like the O, and I'll show you later in the video. O long lives, or long lives O. Do not enter, or O don't enter. And smoking gun, because Washington is the smoking gun, okay? And here's some more, okay? So I told you Washington is the same as the serpent. Then you have the kings up, or the up kings. You have Elvis up God. And let me tell you something, the word up, look what it equals, 3710, 17:8. It is the backwards of the word L, and L means God. Do you see? See how it's same numbers but backwards? It's 17:8, 37:10. This one is 37:10, 17:8. Okay? And that's why up means L. So now when you see Elvis up, that's means EL. And that's why that Superman goes up, up. You understand? Up, up, and away. It's two ups. Just like this. The up kings. Trump and Elvis. Anyway. L-Town King. Tupelo King. You understand? Tupelo is where Elvis was born. And Tupelo equals the same as the words E-L Town. So L-Town King. Tupelo King. And guess what else equals Tupelo? Blow up. Blow up king equals the same as Washington. All these things that I'm showing you equals the same as Washington. Bloody Mary is the same as Joseph Mary, because they're going to birth Elvis out of the sea in Seattle. That's why Jesus, Mary was the vessel for Jesus and Joseph was her husband. You understand? Mary, Joseph, they're going to birth the Antichrist out of the sea. The O portal. I told you the Washington is a portal. It's the O portal equals the exact same as Washington. The double O Elvis. Double O, the two crowns. Elvis and Trump. Look, that equals the same as Washington. And O Don, O Elvis equals the exact same as Washington. Okay? Do you think these are coincidences? You're crazy. And this last one I'm going to show you before I get to the point of this video. So remember, I told you Washington equals the same as the serpent. It equals the same as the old twin. The O is love, or love is the O, whatever you want to say. I told you the O portal. O encounter, or counter one, whatever that means. Like a UFO encounter, you know. O destroyed. Look at that. They're going to destroy the O. O destroyed. Washington's going to be destroyed. Good versus evil. And look at this. 116. Because remember, I'm telling you that Elvis is going to return on 611. 116 is 116. That's the 611 backwards. And like I said, when I say exact same, everything I just showed you equals this exact same numbers as Washington. Every single number is the same. Now, look what happens, because I told you Elvis is going to return on 6/11, June 11th, 6/11. If you put a crown, because that's what the letter O is a crown. You put the crown on 6/11, you get the exact same as Washington. And I'm telling you, Elvis returns on 6/11 for his crown. Do you see that? 0611 equals the exact same as Washington. Okay, if this doesn't destroy the matrix for you, I don't know what does. You understand? And look, it equals the exact same as upside down. Upside down equals the same as Washington. And that's why I told you upside down 9/11 is a 6/11, because the 9 can be turned upside down to make a 6. You understand? The next 9/11 is going to be in Seattle, which is 6/11. You see? The ATT code that I tell you about. And if you're wondering, where's the A over here? Because see, all these have A at the end. The ATA. The A is the actual Space Needle. The Space Needle is the missing A. Because the Space Needle looks like an A with a crown on it. And if you're wondering who the ATA is, ATA was the pilot, the very first pilot who supposedly rammed the plane into the first tower. His name was Mohammed Atta. That's why it's the Atta code. You understand? The ATT. Anyway, that's why I was showing you the upside down equals Washington and 0611 and, like I said, Washington. Now, watch how deep this information goes. So Washington, the backwards numbers. So what I'm about to show you, the next thing I'm about to show you, these numbers will be in the front and these two numbers will be over here. So it's going to be the reverse of the word Washington. Watch. 704. So basically it's like 74 with a crown on it. 704. It's the backwards of Washington. Same numbers, but backwards. 130.49 was over here. 140.50 was in the back. Okay, so 704 is the backwards of Washington, who they say is the father of our country. And now I'm going to show you what the 704 means. Okay, so now listen. The word God, G-O-D, the numbers associated with it is the 7th letter of the alphabet is G, the 15th letter of the alphabet is O, and the 4th letter is D, right? But see, the O, it can be reduced to the number 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. So what would that leave? It would leave a 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. So it's a 69 number, okay? So this O is the 69. So what this is basically is 704. So when you see 704 right here, this is they're saying is God, and Washington is the backwards numbers of God. That's what basically I'm showing you. Okay? So the O is a 69. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So it's 7 and 4 and 69. Like the yin yang, the 69. It goes into a circle, the 6-9. Like twins. That's exactly what that is. And there's a certain religion that takes out the O when writing the word God. Okay, they put a G with a dash and a D. They take out the O. And I told you the O is a crown. So they're saying that their God is not crowned, these particular people, if you know who I'm talking about. Okay? Hold on. I know it's bad quality, but that's all I could. Anyway, so they take out the O when writing the word God. And if you do that, then what do you have left? You have the 7 and the 4. And I told you that Jesus, and by the way, 7 and 4 equals 11. So it's the 1-1 number. And Jesus equals 74 and Lucifer equals 74. Okay? That's the only reason I got into gematria. When I saw this, I had to find out what the reason was. And the reason was because I told you Lucifer was created perfect by Jesus. Jesus created Lucifer. And Lucifer was made so perfect that he thought he was God. And that's why he had a 74 number, Lucifer. Because it was the perfect number, because Jesus equals 74. Do you understand? And when you take out the letter O, you get the 7 and 4. Because see, they're saying the O is missing. There's one crown left. Okay? Anyway, 7 and 4 equals 11. And that's why they brought the towers down, because it looks like an 11, right? 1-1. Then on 9/11. Anyway, that's what I was showing you about the 7 and 4 equaling 11. And, and remember I was showing you the O is the 69. The name Vernon, which is Elvis's father's name, and it's also where Washington lived, was Mount Vernon. Vernon equals the exact same as O crown. You see that? The O crown is the exact same as Vernon. So remember I was telling you that the 6 and the 9 is like the twin in the circle. So like I said, the word God is like that, okay? Remember, 7 and 4 equals 11, so you have the 1 and 1 God, the Father and Son, and the O is the 69, so it would be 169-1. And the reason I'm showing you that, because I'm going to show you how I'm connected to all of this. I'm trying to explain this to you, okay? My parents, my dad and mom, had children. Okay, the first child was my oldest sister, and I called her Elo. Her name was Elizabeth, but I never called her that. I always called her Elo, never called her Elizabeth. ELO means God with a crown. EL means God, O is the crown. So there's your first child, which would be God, just like I showed you in the letter G is the seventh. G is the first letter of God. Then my brother and sister were twins, and then it was me. You understand? So it's the 169-1 again. Do you understand? And my sister's name is DLO, and my name equals King. And I told you, if you put my name with this ELO, it equals the word perfect. And you know my brother and sister who were twins, they were born on Christmas Day, Armenian Christmas Day, which is January 6th. And January 6th, backwards date is Christmas Day, our Christmas Day, 12/25. Okay, I told you I'm Armenian, and Armenian Christmas is January 6th, and the backwards of January 6th is 12/25, which is Christmas Day. So they were born on, you see, everything is connected. And if you still think I'm crazy, watch. Remember, it's 169-1. Now look when my mom and dad, look at their birthdays. Watch this. My dad was born August 16th. Hold on, I'm trying to focus it. My dad was born August 16th, 1925. My mother was born April 2nd, 1930. Look how many days are in between. 1691. What I just showed you here. Look at that. I mean, can you believe this? And now I'm going to show you how special these dates are. So my dad was born on August 16th, and my dad died on August 16th. So he was born on the same day as the day he died. 72 years apart. And why is August 16th important? Because Elvis died on August 16th. So my dad was born on August 16th, my dad died on August 16th, and Elvis died on August 16th. You see that? Now my mom, she was born on 4/2. Washington's the 42nd state. Washington was, his real birthday is on 2/11, which is the 42nd day, but they celebrated on 2/22, his new birthday after the calendar changed. But anyway, my mom was born on 4/2. Washington's the 42nd state. His birthday was 2/11, which is the 42nd day of the year, and Elvis died at the age of 42. Oh, and I forgot to show this. The Seattle, Washington initials is SW equals 42. Anyway, let's do the day my mom died. My mom died on 6/7/14. First of all, you have the 6/7. Elvis equals 67. And 6 times 7 equals 42. You see? And then she died in the 6th month and the 14th year. Trump's birthday is 6/14. Okay? And my mom's age was 84. Obama's birthday was 8/4. You understand? His birthday's 8/4. It's connected. And by the way, Trump's birthday, 6 times 14 equals 84. Okay, I told you it's all connected. And from Elvis's birthday to my mom's birthday is 84 days. 8/4. And from my mom's birthday to the day she died, 6/7, is 67 days. There's your 6/7 again. I told you Elvis died. I mean, Elvis equals 67. So remember, Trump's birthday is 6/14. This is the last thing I'm going to show you. Watch this. If this doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. So check this out. From the day my dad died, August 16th, 1997, to the day my mom died on June 7th, 2014, let's look how many days are in there. Look at this, will you? 614 with a crown. Did you see that? It's Trump's birthday with a crown. I mean, can you believe this, man? Are you kidding me? Because I told you Trump's birthday is 6/14. Do you understand how ridiculous this is? Folks, if I show you the rest of the connections I have, you would lose your mind. Okay, this is nothing compared to the other connections I have. Anyway, like I said, this is me, Garo, Anyway, let me just show you this last thing. I told you my sister's name is Elo, and with the word king, it equals 7337, 11635, which means, oops, sorry. Hold on, folks. Let's look at that one more time. Sorry. Elo king equals 7337, 11635, which means the word perfect. Perfect equals the exact same as Elo king. And the reason perfect is so perfect is because it's got the EL. See, the 3 and 773 looks like the letters EL, which means God. And I just showed you that ELO king means perfect. And now if you put my sister's name, ELO, with my name, Garo, it equals perfect. You see what I was showing you earlier? All right. L means God with a crown, which is what I was showing you here. That's all. You understand? The ELO is my sister, then the twins in the middle, then me. Like I said, folks, I have two predictions. Elvis, Seattle, 6/11, having to do with the Space Needle and a catastrophic event or some kind of spectacular event in Seattle. And Elvis manifests around June 11th. And Trump gets his head wound on August 4th in Ohio, which is Obama's birthday. Anyway, folks, end of video.